Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi my loves, it's Destin Choice and you're watching Choice TV. So for today's video, I wanted to get on here and talk about the famous Halle Bailey and DDG. And of course it's going to be a controversial video because I know DDG's fetus ass fans are going to be like, you don't know what you're talking about, you fucking hater, you fucking bitch, what the fuck? And I really wanted to get on here and discuss why a lot of Halle Bailey fans don't like, trust, or want Halle Bailey anywhere near DDG. Now let me give you guys a nice rundown about Halle Bailey and DDG. As we all know, DDG is a very popular YouTube blogger, influencer turned rapper, and he's been trying to really build his name up as far as a rapper for a long time, but people have pretty much just been limiting him to just a YouTuber. He's been really successful throughout the years, and overall DDG has solidified himself. He's overall living the dream, and a lot of young men look up to him, so he's definitely done his dues. Now, as we all know, Halle Bailey is part of the singing group Chloe and Halle with her sister. And as we all know, she's from Grownish. She's a well-successful, well-renowned, stellar actress. And right now, Halle Bailey is the new it girl and everybody wants a piece of her. However, a lot of people are very concerned about her relationship with DDG, not because people are hating or jealous of a happy couple, but because a lot of people have noticed many red flags as a whole.
Now, a Twitter user posted this viral tweet stating the following: Halle Bailey pregnant at the height of her young career by a bum? I'm so tired. And the tweet obviously went viral, to which DDG responded to the tweet and then changed his bio to rich bum. Now, DDG probably has way more money than Halle Bailey, to be honest, because again, she's at the height of her career as of the past 2 years. She was on Grownish. Yes, she was signed to Beyonce, but that doesn't mean she's a multi-millionaire. DDG has been a millionaire probably since the age of 22. DDG is wildly successful. So if anything, she didn't settle for someone who has less money than her, but she probably did settle for someone who has less fame than her. But it has nothing to do with fame and money. It has lots to do with the fact that a lot of people feel like this is off-brand for her. And again, if she's happy, then hell, fuck it, who cares? But the issue is a lot of people feel as though that DDG is playing her and using her because for him, he sees more opportunity for his career. DDG is evidently a narcissist. Anyone that follows him knows this. He's self-absorbed. He cares about numbers. He cares about views. He has a big ego. He thinks his shit doesn't stink sometimes. And he just has a bad attitude sometimes when it comes to being on his high horse.
A big take. It's going to be a rare take. And I know a lot of people going to get mad at this, but it's the truth. Being broke is a choice. 100% a choice. I don't give a fuck how you grow up. How you grew up. Being broke. If you broke right now, bro, it's 100% your fault. 100% your fault. It's nobody else's fault. If you watching this stream right now and you broke, it's your fault, nigga. It ain't got nothing to do with your mama not working hard enough and spoon feeding you. Ain't got nothing to do with you hanging around your friends. Oh, I ain't got the best job. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Okay, figure it out. Everybody, especially me. Y'all watch me, nigga. I ain't broke because I chose not to be broke. I didn't come from being rich. None of my family was rich. I'm the richest nigga in my family now. Period. And you know why? Because of me. I chose to not be broke. You gotta choose the same thing. So don't sit on these comments and say, you think everybody's supposed to be rich. Nigga, get your ass up and go get rich then.
So many people feel as though that DDG is just using her as some little trophy or some little token in order to get this little mainstream access because she has that access that he doesn't. She has a diversified audience and he needs that because a lot of people aren't flocking to his music like he expected. But Halle Bailey knows what she's doing. She clearly knows who DDG is because, fun fact, she told Essence Magazine, I've been a fan of his for years. She says, I grew up being on YouTube and would always see the young black creators and was constantly inspired by them. He was one of them. So Halle Bailey already knew who he was. She already was a fan of his content. So there's definitely no situation where she feels like she's being taken advantage of. And she already is familiar with his brand. So maybe there's something about her that attracts him. But there's a few more things that people are noticing about the things that he's done that make people think that Halle is setting herself up for failure. Several months ago, DDG went on live stream and basically one of his friends decided to basically disrespect Halle Bailey's sister, Chloe Bailey, the solo artist, and they disrespected her low album sales, and DDG basically sat there, smiled, basically told him he was crazy, and then just jumped out of the chat.
Is your girl's sister single?
I don't know, actually.
You think you could put me on?
You got the riz, man. You got the juice, man. You got the motion, bro. That's all on you. You don't need me.
But bro, you're in a different stratosphere than me.
You said what?
You're in a different stratosphere than me. Like, I need you to put me on.
Everybody knows Gideon is, man. Quit playing with yourself, man. We in the same stratosphere.
Stop gatekeeping.
I ain't gatekeeping nothing.
Like, her album flopped, so she's probably sad right now. I just want to like hit her up and be like, hey, it's all good. You know, we all have flops out there. Like, I want to console her. You know.
Tripping, yeah, tripping.
This nigga is.
Hey, Gideon,
Bro,
I'm disappointed in you, man.
What you say?
Woo, 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 woo.
Oh man.
Chloe Bailey and Halle Bailey have an excellent relationship, and DDG has been around Chloe Bailey. He may not be Chloe Bailey's friend, but he really could have defended her, or he could have just, honestly, not laughed and sat there and just jumped out of the chat. It's really odd because DDG is still friends of all these people that are in this live stream, and he still follows all of them on social media. And it's odd because I could have sworn Chloe Bailey defended him when the beginning of their relationship started.
Spill a little tea.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
So, how do you feel about DDG? You like him for your sister? What's good? Because I be like protective over my sister.
Listen,
like,
I am
like,
so
little
protective.
nigga, you ain't gonna do shit.
I am so protective of my sister.
Yeah.
But
as you
seeing
should
how
be.
happy she is, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like that's how my
I told him
sister
I had
is
my
with me,
eye
too.
on him.
As
I
you
said,
should.
you fuck with her, I'm killing you.
As you should.
I told him that. He knows.
Don't leave evidence, though.
You know. But yeah, she's happy. She's happy. So as long as she's happy, I'm happy.
A lot of people feel as though that DDG is very off-brand for her because, as we all know, DDG has a very interesting criminal past of having guns in his car, getting pulled over. He has a very interesting past of clout chasing, capitalizing off of his beefs with people, and he has a very interesting history using women on his YouTube channel to get some type of publicity or run-up. Now, we all know anytime someone is in a relationship, automatically their engagement goes up. Just like when people get BBLs, their engagement goes up when they release who their partner is because people are invested and are always comparing their partner or what they want in a partner with their favorite influencers or people that they like and connect with. And overall, DDG and Halle Bailey came out as a public relationship last summer of 2022. And ever since, people have always been side-eyeing her because many people think Halle Bailey's in a bad boy era because people always think, what does she really see in him?
Over the relationship. Yeah, well, I think people put such a microscope on me in my life, especially now suddenly that I'm a Disney princess. And, you know, people are looking for any little thing to talk about. But what I just respect about this connection is that there's love there and will always be. So I just don't really mind all of the naysayers or people who are just... Did you say, don't respond, don't respond. No, he can do what he wants, you know? So I live my life, I'm happy, and this moment for me is really special, and I'm just focusing on that. Yes.
Now, a lot of people think either one, she's being dicked down really good, or Halle Bailey's being played by DDG, or maybe they're in a really happy relationship and a lot of us are looking too deep into things. But the many red flags a lot of us see is DDG is known for using women as a means to grow his YouTube channel. Now, DDG created a very popular format on YouTube where basically it's very popular for him to, you know, put a woman's ass in the thumbnail, put a woman's breast in the thumbnail, put a pretty girl in the thumbnail in order to drive up engagement and followers and viewership and to play it off as if he's in a relationship or messing around with certain women. He's done it to literally at least 20 women as far as we know. And this is a common thing that he's been doing and continues to do, and it of course grows his following. Now, the beginning of the year, the beginning of 2023, one of the first red flags people saw in the relationship was the fact that Rubi Rose, who we all know is a popular rapper, Instagram model, porn star, and much more, basically made it clear that DDG is still messaging her even though they were in a public relationship 3 years ago and they only dated for about 1.5 to 2 years. Just to find out that he's still in contact with her because she recently released information in private text messages making it clear that DDG is still on her dick.
The messages start off with Rubi Rose and DDG messaging each other on Twitter, and the messages read, with DDG saying, "You still in LA?" Rubi responds, "Yeah." He then replies, "Where you at?" Rubi then replies, "Getting ready, to be honest. How about you?" And then she also says, "You hitting me up the day y'all argue is so you, LOL." And then he replies, "LOL, you right. Let me go heal first, LOL." How unfortunate and how disgusting, with Rubi Rose then following it up with, "This is why I'm single, this is why I hate men," making it clear she has nothing against Halle Bailey at all. DDG says that she's a weirdo. He goes on a crazy smear campaign on Twitter, letting it be known that Rubi is crazy and that she's just looking for attention, which I don't know why she would need that, because she already has millions of dollars in attention. And of course, Halle Bailey, being the ride or die she is, defended her man and made it very clear that the devil is working hard because amazing things are on the way, and that she's not going to let all the public scrutiny that her man is getting face her, because she knows people are just looking for attention. That just tells me that DDG is just fucking like clawed into her. He just has a huge, crazy grip on her, and it's so odd. I don't know what it is that lights a fuel in her, or what is it about her that attracts this kind of guy. But it's unfortunate how she sat there and defended him. If she'll defend this, I can only imagine what else she'll defend. Because you know how a lot of women are. A lot of women are like, my man is my man. Or a lot of these dudes are like, my woman is my woman, and I'll stand by them to the ends of the earth. You can be loyal all you want, but you can't enable bad behavior. I really hope he had a justified explanation as to why he was even messaging her in the first place. How unfortunate. The messages were obviously real, but we can all see this ending, and we all know how this is going to end. And to make matters worse, Halle Bailey is now allegedly pregnant. She hasn't come forth to announce it, but Halle Bailey's pregnant for sure. And at this point, it's not even alleged. There's been a plethora of videos of a lot of fans noticing in DDG's vlog that Halle Bailey's obviously hiding her baby bump. If you look closely, you can see in many of his vlogs that anytime she pops up, she tries her best to hide her stomach.
Wait on no beats or rap. I started vlogging, I could've got all my money out the trap.
DDG is clearly obsessed with himself. He's obsessed with fame, he's obsessed with notoriety, and he's obsessed with any kind of publicity he can get. First things first, DDG also made it very clear in a song he wrote about Halle Bailey that he was jealous of her success, and he was jealous seeing her kissing up on her co-star in the Little Mermaid film.
And is now facing backlash after seemingly calling out his girlfriend over her role as Ariel in The Little Mermaid. On his song Famous, the 25-year-old rapper references Halle's scenes with her Little Mermaid co-star Jonah Hauer-King, rapping, quote, "Filming a movie, now you kissing dudes. You know I love you a lot. I don't give a f if that for promo. I don't want to see that no more. Why is y'all holding hands in the photo? You know I'm insecure. That's a no-no." Back in May, Halle was photographed holding hands with her co-star Jonah, who plays Prince Eric in the Disney remake, on the red carpet of the London premiere of their movie. And while Halle and DDG have been dating for over a year, on the chorus, the rapper appears to regret falling in love with the singer-actress, rapping, "Fall in love, I hate that knocking me off my grind, I can't with relationships. I don't even ask for much, I ask you to do the basic hardest thing I did was fall in love with the famous bitch."
Not to mention, this was also around the time where they shortly unfollowed each other after that situation, and they didn't follow each other for a while, with DDG tweeting after he unfollowed her saying, "All these girls the same, ain't no way." So, let's see how this ends, because a lot of people were relieved when they thought they broke up, but evidently they're back together, they've been strong, and now they have a baby on the way.
So automatically people think that he has these weird mental ulterior motives of his infatuation for her. It seems like he's infatuated with what she can do for his stock rather than actually being infatuated with the actual relationship.
And of course, social media didn't take it very well when news came out that Halle Bailey might be pregnant at the height of her career at only 23 years old. A lot of people have a lot of conflicting opinions, with a lot of people accusing those who are questioning her pregnancy and DDG's intentions with them being jealous, and other people questioning DDG and thinking that he might have trapped her with a baby.
He just turned 26 and he's in Forbes 30 under 30. He put his entire family on. None of them have to work a actual job. Trust and believe, he's good. Like, you're literally a side character in your own life. You're more critical of people that you don't know rather than being critical of yourself. If you and Halle were to walk down the street, she would walk right by you. Do you know why? Because she doesn't know you exist.
Halle Bailey is pregnant. Did you see that? The Little Mermaid? I was like...
Oh, people are losing it.
Girl, I was sad, and I don't even like her like that. She could have been so big. I mean, she probably still could be, but it's just stupid.
You fast ass, hot in the tail ass look.
Halle Bailey is pregnant by DDG.
And like, I know it's her boyfriend and it's her man, but I think I'm kind of just like freaking out because like we all love Halle. She's so sweet. And DDG really be making her look stupid sometimes, and she deserves better. So the girlies are like upset because it's like she's at the height of her career. She was just a princess, like Little Mermaid. We were freaking out. I was freaking out. And literally her career just is kind of like at a halt. She started making music. She released her first debut single, and it did really well on the charts too. And now it's like she's pregnant by a dude that literally has been embarrassing her on the internet and talking about their relationships.
Halle Bailey. I love you, girl, but what? If she likes it, I love it, but she's just so happy to be here, and I love her. I want her to be happy, but DDG, you will rue the day, DDG. You will freaking rue the day. I am coming for you. Like, damn, y'all got Halle and Sexy Red. Like, what?
Now, one of Halle Bailey's many goals in her life was to eventually be a mother. So this is obviously something that she wants as well.
This is good. How many kids do y'all want?
Oh, I think I want like 5 or 6 children.
5 or 6? Wow.
Yeah, I want to be, you know this about me. I love being I would love to be a mom. I feel like that's my life. One of my life purposes, one of my main.
But many people wonder, is this really a good time? And is this really with a great person? Because, I mean, let's be real, they've only been together for about a year and a half. About the same time Keke Palmer was with her man, who she settled for. But who's to say that Halle even settled? Who's to say that DDG isn't successful? Because he is. He has millions of dollars. He has a lot going for himself. So who the fuck cares? You know, the problem is a lot of people just don't trust him.
What exactly could DDG benefit from Halle Bailey? It's obvious. She has a lot more star power, and she's America's darling right now. Everybody wants a piece of this girl, and since everybody wants a piece of this pure, popular girl who's now an upcoming actress, and she's on the rise, and she could probably get an Oscar nomination, that's what DDG can get out of her. He can get a type of Jay-Z, Beyonce type of partnership where he gets to benefit off of the fact that she's a stellar actress and she's this new it girl. He can benefit off of that because he can probably get more brand deals from that. He can probably get more publicity. He can probably get more attention with his music, and her being such a powerful brand will obviously elevate his own stock. So he can't really get any better than her, especially because the last girl that he was with was a porn star, OnlyFans personality, and an explicit female rapper. You know, they're just two polar opposite women. So DDG can get a lot and benefit a lot from being with Halle Bailey, credibility-wise. Most of DDG's fan base are young men that look like him, and clearly they don't buy his music because if they did, he'd be at the top of the charts. On top of that, DDG doesn't have a diverse audience. DDG only has an audience of young men from the ages of 11 to probably 25. DDG doesn't have a diverse enough fan base to probably maximize himself as an artist.
And honestly, I don't want to go too deep into it anymore because, again, we're just speculating. But let's be very clear. Jay-Z wasn't Jay-Z until he got with Beyonce. Jay-Z was a bigger artist, but would Jay-Z be this mega mogul if it weren't for Beyonce? The public is just obsessed and infatuated with people who have partners who help them elevate their stock. Would Jay-Z really be the powerhouse he is today? I mean, Beyonce is obviously Beyonce, but without Beyonce, would Jay-Z still be socially relevant? Probably, but would he be as socially relevant as he is today? Think about it. And the same applies for Beyonce. Would Beyonce really be where she is if she didn't have Jay-Z? Jay-Z helped propel her career in ways that we would have never even imagined. He, took her from Matthew Knowles and made her a powerhouse superstar in the early 2000s. Without him, I don't think she'd be where she is. So a relationship is just all about advancing and elevating each other. And to be honest with you, I think DDG and Halle can do what Beyonce and Jay-Z did. But at least Jay-Z had the right intentions, and at least Beyonce didn't run and get pregnant, within 2 years or even a year. Beyonce lived her life first and elevated her brand, and she dominated her prime before she ever thought about bringing somebody else into the picture, aka a child.
And she does seem madly in love, and she does seem happy. And if she's happy, I'm genuinely happy for her, and I think most of her fans should be happy for her too. But people are concerned because nobody trusts DDG because he doesn't have the best track record.
But it doesn't matter whether we trust DDG. It only matters if she trusts DDG, and I guess that's all that matters.
Unfortunately, she's going to be tied to this man forever, especially having a kid with him. So please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, give your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought about this entire video. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Troyce out this bitch. Why don't we fall in love? It's so many reasons. It's the only thing that matters to me. It's so many reasons. It takes such a load off to let you know that you're the only one I won't ever want to go. Think I never did know what to do. A love I never felt, now I feel for you. Why don't I just swallow each and every ounce of my pride? Everything you do, I want to feel again. Ain't no use for us to pretend, 'cause why do we, why can't we, why can't we fall in love? That's all you get for free. Thanks for watching, y'all. Follow me on Instagram and join my Patreon.